What's going on, everyone? This is Chad with Believe in the Run.
And this is Alex at Believe in the Run.
And we're here, we're back. The big boys are back in town, and we're here to talk to you about what we feel are the best big dude approved, do-it-all shoes.
These are the shoes that you're going to be able to throw on every single day, whether you're doing a slow run, a fast run, a walk to the grocery store. You can wear this shoe no matter what you're doing. It might look a little funny, but it'll get the job done.
Let's be honest, running, despite the fact that a lot of people have a misconception that is a cheap sport, so to speak, running shoes, running stuff, not cheap.
Not cheap, and it adds up quickly. You get excited, you want the new shoes, but these are the ones that you can go out, get, and wear for, everything you're trying to do.
One of the things we wanted to do is bring you the shoes that we think can accomplish your easy day miles, race day miles, tempo day miles. And Alex, why don't you hit them with your first thoughts?
I wore the SC Trainer 2 for every run last week. I went from a slow 5-mile run to my tempo day to my long run, trying to just test out how it felt at every pace. I know that this is also a shoe that you're loving right now, having a ton of fun with, and it really was accommodating, which worried me because it does have a plate in it. It was accommodating on those slow miles. Sometimes I know that the plate can make it far too aggressive, but this shoe was able to do it all for me, and I had a ton of fun in it. I think that it could be your everyday trainer. Now, price point, still a little bit steep, coming in at $180. It is not the cheapest shoe on the market, but when you say, a lot of people like to say how much am I paying per mile, if you're wearing it for everything, you're paying a pretty good price per mile. So I've been a really big fan of the SC Trainer V2.
I also am a fan of the SC Trainer V2. I'm gonna hold it up here. One thing that a lot of people might get concerned about is weight. I don't have a problem with the weight on it. Alex and I were talking earlier, one of the things is, as a bigger dude, when I run, so long as the weight doesn't feel super heavy underfoot, it doesn't really bother me. When I go to pick up the pace, when I go to do easy miles, I can handle a little bit of weight. I'm a bigger guy. My legs are bigger already. I already got weight on my legs, so a little bit extra on my feet doesn't normally bother me. I also love the SC Trainer for being able to do it all. The plate does add a little bit of snappiness to it when you go to pick up the pace. Fuel cell foam is soft underfoot. It actually has some decent stability to it now that they brought the stack height down to 40 millimeters. So overall, I feel like it is something that can handle. It can also handle your race day, being the fact that it does have that 40 millimeters of stack. So being able to take it longer distances without fear of it bottoming out, having too much ground feel, and being a little too aggressive underfoot. So I think the SC Trainer is a great, the V2 is a great do-it-all option. One of my picks, and this is something that I'm probably gonna get a little bit of flack for because I know it's a very hot button shoe. I actually really enjoyed the Adidas Boston 11. This is my version here. It's the New York edition, so it's got the pizza box look. A lot of people said it's too firm, it's too aggressive underfoot. A lot of people complained that it just didn't have a lot of pop to it. I actually really enjoy it. I enjoy a firmer feel underfoot. I could pick up the pace in the shoe. It does have some rigidity, so that way when you want to get it really snappy and really get moving, you can do that. It's got the Continental outsole, so you're going to be getting that great grip on the road underneath you. It's not a super heavy shoe, so that way it doesn't add a little extra fatigue to it. And I just feel that it was a great combination of firm and fast. Alex is actually holding my pair of Boston 12s that I have not yet gotten a run in. I'm gonna put them on right after we're done recording and get some miles in on them.
I, on the other hand, I've got a lot of miles in these shoes, and I'm having a ton of fun with them. So I didn't get a chance to wear the 11s, but I do love the 12s. And very similar to the SC Trainer V2, you can do it all in it. I have done it all. I've taken it for a week where I just try everything again, and it's a ton of fun. A couple of really huge things that I've also enjoyed about this shoe: you take it out for your 18, your 20-mile run. I did this last weekend. I was drenched in sweat, really soaked up. I have other shoes that feel like sponges on the bottom of my feet. This shoe, I never had that issue. When you're going out for those long extended miles and you know that you're gonna be collecting a lot of sweat. So similar to the SC Trainer V2, a little bit more firm, still a ton of fun. If you like more firm, I think this is a good option.
Now, one thing we also discussed is on our first video where we talked about our favorite daily trainers, one comment that we both saw a lot of was, what about the Superblast? Alex and I both love the Superblast. I have mine here. Here's the deal. I only have about 17 miles in mine. I do think it is a shoe that could fall under that category of best do-it-all trainer. One thing that does make it a little bit, I don't want to say unattainable, but a little difficult, is the $200 price tag. If you are someone who's trying to stay on a budget and have one shoe, that can make it a little bit difficult. However, if you are only going to have one shoe, if you think about it, $200, not that bad, especially if you're going to be putting in all of your miles in one shoe. As Alex said, the price to miles ratio, not that bad. Plus, you're not spending $150 to $160 on multiple pairs of shoes, so $200 is a little more palatable. Once I get 30, 40, 50 miles on this shoe, which during a marathon build I definitely will, I think this probably will be a considerable do-it-all trainer. I'm probably going to use it as one of my long-run shoes.
Yeah, I mean, Superblast here, I had a very great experience with it. I still am having a great experience. And one of the coolest things about it, and I think this is one of the questions we got by far the most, how long do your shoes last, right? I have now put almost 300 miles into the Superblast, and it's still holding up really well for me. So that's something that's I think you can take and run with it, because it's very comforting to know that you are going to get a lot of miles in a shoe. I'm going to come in from the opposite side of the spectrum. Hoka has the Clifton 9, and this is a shoe that I have friends who have done their entire marathon training in, have run the marathon in, and love it every day. Now, it's not going to be the fastest shoe you ever wear, but you can just pick it up, wear it every single day. It's going to keep your feet happy, healthy, and having a good time. Comes in at a lower price point than, the Superblast or the SE Trainer V2. And I think that a lot of people could have a lot of fun with this, because myself, I get to experiment with a lot of shoes, but if I didn't, I think this would be a shoe that I'm turning to, because it's very rare that I break into the single digits per mile. And this thing is a good ride for that.
And I just reviewed the GTX model of the Clifton 9 and really enjoyed the ride of it, plus the all-weather nature of it kept my feet dry. So I'm on board with the Clifton 9 as a good do-it-all. Another one that we have talked about at length, Prime X2 Strung. Alex loves it, I love it. The $300 price point does make it
terrifying. It's a big price point. I wouldn't call it do it everything, but I think that you could do a lot of fun things with it.
Alex and I are here. I wanted to say, obviously, do-it-all shoes, something that's important for a lot of people to be able to stay within a budget. If you're just getting started running, sometimes having just one pair of shoes is all you need. When I first started running, I had one pair of shoes that I just did all my miles in. They were a pair of Mizunos. I actually ran my first marathon in them. It was a pair of Mizuno Wave Rider 17s, hot pink shoe. Looked good on race day with my hot pink race shirt and my tights. I looked great. But overall, we feel like do-it-all trainers is an important way to be able to keep your feet happy, keep your wallet happy.
Do-it-all trainers are what's most important when you're breaking into the sport. Get some shoes on your feet, get out there, get the miles, keep your feet happy, healthy, having a great time with running. And I think that these shoes will all give you that opportunity.
And as of right now, we would say all these are Big Dude approved.
Absolutely Big Dude approved. Wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction there.
We would ask that if you like this video, you like and subscribe to Believe in the Run on YouTube. Follow Believe in the Run on Facebook, TikTok, Threads, the artist formerly known as Twitter, now X. You can follow me on Instagram at the Clydesdale Runner.
And you can follow me on social media at HermRuns on both Instagram and TikTok.
If you have any questions about things that are Big Dude approved, you can reach out to us on those socials. If you see us at races, if you see us at events, feel free to come up and talk to us.
Yeah, always down to say what's up.
All right, thanks everyone for joining us, and we hope to keep bringing you more great Big Dude content.
Absolutely.